I don't know if you guys heard the news or not, but Cyberpunk 1.5 came out today, and it's the first patch since release that actually does anything. So this is actually the biggest patch to date by far. This is, like, I don't know. The game's basically, in my opinion, the game is finally out of open beta, LOL. Yeah. So if you were playing the game before and now it's buggy and all that, it's probably still buggy, but they spent an entire year fixing things, and all of it came through for this patch. They fixed a lot of stuff. I'm going to go over some of it in this video. Some really nice quality of life things that should have been in the game from the start. Obviously, it's still missing things, but if I were the one releasing this game, I would say that everything we experienced was the equivalent of an open beta, and now the game is like launch ready, or at least closer now than it ever has been, because this patch is actually massive. Not like those other ones before where they were placating people. This one is actually massive. If you didn't actually play Cyberpunk, or if you played it and quit on hour 1 because it was so buggy, now would be the time to come back and try it, because hopefully now it should work correctly for the most part. There's still going to be crazy stuff like cars exploding randomly and just nonsense, but same thing kind of happens on GTA, so, you know, that's just the nature of these just obnoxiously gigantic open world games. So anyway, let's go through some of the stuff. There's a lot more than what they say here. There's a summary when you log in. It'll summarize what happened. So they made so the home, you can redecorate the home certain ways, and there's 4 different apartments that you can go buy instead, and so you can have different homes. Although, unfortunately, Nibbles the cat doesn't follow you to those other homes, which is kind of a scam, but hey, it is what it is. The mirrors actually work. So the mirrors work, and you can actually change how your appearance looks in the mirrors. Finally, you know, a year and 2 or 3 months after release. Now you can change your appearance while you're already in the game instead of having to make a new character. Then some sale at Wilson's, new guns and stuff. Nobody really cares about that. They've changed perks, hopefully fixed them all. Somehow I'm skeptical that they fixed all the perks, to be honest with you, but they reworked a bunch of them. Some of them make sense now. Like there was ones before, like not getting detected while underwater, or something that was literally had no purpose at all. There were still, like, last time I checked, there were like 20 or 30 perks that just straight up didn't work or didn't work as intended. So I don't know if they fixed them all or not, but they at least tried. Then clothing mods, they didn't really explain it yet, but clothing mods, the rules governing them are different. I'm not entirely sure. I'll try to find out, but if I can't figure it out, then I won't even include it in this video. But something about clothing mods is different. I'll have to try to figure it out. And then fixer gigs maybe make sense now. Doing the fixer gigs increases your relationship with them. And they offer rewards for completing them. So hopefully now the reward's actually good instead of just being nothing. And you get a relationship with them, whatever. Okay. Weapon balancing, they readjusted weapons and stuff. Changed the look and feel of a lot of stuff. They also added in a throwing knife, or re-added in, or made it make sense, or whatever, which maybe I don't know if I'll even be able to get to in this video. I'm not sure how to get to that point. I saw it on a stream they did where they were showing off a lot of this stuff. It was pretty good. You can throw the knife and you can go and pick it up instead of waiting for the cooldown on it as a cooldown, but also you could just grab it early and just pick it up early to throw it again. So it rewards aggressive gameplay. So the economy, they made some changes, basically made the game easier. Missions give more Euro dollars, and the vehicles and stuff just cost less. So it's just easier to 100% the game now. Map improvements, dynamic filter based on zoom, yada yada, that stuff. Story interactions, I don't know, more sex stuff basically, I assume, with all the relationship stuff in this game. I don't know. I was never into that part of the game, but, you know, if you're romancing Judy or something, and now you might wake up in bed next to her and weird stuff, and her apartment becomes a safe house or whatever, and I don't know. Lots of tweaks there, changes there, maybe additional content. A feature that should have been in the game since launch, since there was literally a button for it that didn't do anything. I don't know if you guys played this game on launch, but you would get these holo calls that were super annoying for side stuff. And there was a button that would say, there was a button to answer, and there was a button to reject the call. And the reject button just straight up didn't do anything. And now, about, 14 months after release, finally that button works. So that's good. That was a button I would love to have back when I played this. And then we have improved driving. Driving should just work better now. We'll see about that. I'll try to get that a test run. And now here are the things that, so I don't know why I'm the most interested in these ones, but I personally just am for some reason. Traffic behavior is more realistic. I saw on the video they showed, there's times where you'll shoot a gun or something, And if there's like random aggressive people in the car will chase you and they'll, you know, reach out the windows and shoot at you and stuff, which is nice. I don't think there's going to be a police force yet that chases you. I'll test. I doubt it. But that's something I still would love to see in this game, just like in GTA. Commit a crime and the police chase you in a car chase, you know, but I don't think that's in the game yet. And then we have crowd behavior. The crowds actually make sense now, and I saw it live on their stream. Like, you know, they run away from you. If you run past them, they go the other way. They don't just mindlessly run or do the thing where they put their hands on their head and crouch and just sit there. And there's a lot more than this, but I'm not going to go through all of it. There's patch notes and stuff. I don't know. I'll try to find the link and link it in the description if I can find it. And, yeah, there's way more than this. And then they said there were bug fixes they didn't even put in the patch notes list because the bug fix list was so big that it wasn't even practical to put it in the patch notes list. I assume they mean it'd be like reading a 50-page like essay or something of just of bug fixes, so they just didn't even put it in for a lot of them. But I don't know. We'll see what's in there. But yeah, I'm going to give this thing a go. We're going to take a look at some of these features. We're going to see... while I'm at it, I'm curious to see if they fix the exploits and stuff. Not that I want them to. I actually don't want them to fix the flying exploit and invincibility glitch, for example, but they probably did. But let's find out. So the first thing I want to take a look at is nothing that they changed, maybe. I could take a look at all the new stuff. I could take a look at how the vehicle drives. First thing I want to know is if I had the invincibility exploit going on an old save file, is it still active? This save file had invincibility, and we're about to find out if it still has invincibility. I can't remember how to get out of a car. Alright, it looks like if I had the invincibility exploit on a save file, I am still invincible. That's good to know for me, in case I ever play this game again, because I really like the invincibility exploit. It was really fun, and I don't like going and downloading the trainers and all that stuff, so that was fun. Now really fast, before I get on to the changes, let's see if I can still activate the invincibility exploit and make it work. Alright, so I'm trying to test this invincibility exploit, and we're already off to a weird start. I don't know if it's just here or what, but these enemies don't turn red when I'm fighting them. Now, we'll see if that's just in this area to make this bug not work anymore, or if they actually broke it and now enemies don't turn red when hostile. I'm not entirely sure. They might have fixed it by making it so I can't go into combat in this area. We'll find out. But the trick here was this guy walks off like this, and then if I'm in combat, I can just get out of the car, but I think they might have fixed it. Oh wait, area hostile? Wait, maybe it still worked. No, I think that doesn't work. I think that's too late. So, I think they might have fixed it. Okay, so, I failed it, but now I need to find out if I'm invincible or not. Okay, I'm not invincible. Alright, let me try a few more times, and I'll let you know if I can figure it out or not. Alright, I think I got it working. All I had to do was get out of the car and then shoot them. Oh my god, it's even worse. They broke it even worse, guys. Now instead of activating the mission, I'm just stuck and unable to move, and I just soft-locked my game forever. Okay, well, it looks like they fixed the invincibility exploit by making the game jank. Oh, wait.
This is the place.
Oh, no. They tried to fix it, but they might have failed. They might have failed. We're about to find out. Okay, moment of truth. I should be able to get out right now because I'm in combat. Oh, I can get out. No, I think I got it. I did it, I think. We're going to find out if it worked. Alright, so I failed it. Am I invincible? I'm not invincible. They fixed the invincibility exploit. Oh, that's so unfortunate. They fixed one of the best parts about the game. Alright, let's move on to other stuff. So, in the video I saw, they claimed, I thought they claimed at least, to fix that thing where when you turn around, things would disappear. There used to be a thing where, like, you see this car in front of me, I turn my back, look back, and now it's just gone. Right? Well, check this out. And it's gone. So, it's probably just in this scenario with this guy, maybe, but that still can definitely happen in this game. Before we get on to anything else, I just want to point out that the projectile launch system saw a change. Look at that. Now there's sparkles and stuff when it goes. And it doesn't do the weird auto-lock thing anymore. It just shoots a straight... Well, I take my word. I take it back. Well, sometimes it doesn't auto-lock, and sometimes... Honestly, they broke it even more than before. But you can still one-tap anything using the tranquilizer rounds. So nothing really changed there with that. But it does just seem like right there. See, it didn't auto-lock. It's just more broken than before. But at the same time, okay, it literally avoided this guy. Okay, I literally can't hit him. I think I know what they did. They made it so, okay, watch this. you'll see when I go to shoot it, you see these triangles? It shoots literally anywhere within inside those triangles. So it's like impossible to hit unless you're point blank on someone. They probably did this to counter the XP farming cheats that I had. Not just that I had them, but you know, you used to be able to take this and from any distance I could just be like, bam! Okay, and that time it locked on. They broke the game even more when it came to this one. Okay, just wanted you guys to be aware of this one. It's even more jank than it ever was. Okay, so I have a few more things to show you. I think they fixed the flying exploit first off before we get on to these other things. So you used to be able to take this, you could swap it out with another weapon and then back and then close the menu and it would disappear, but now it doesn't. Now the other thing I wanted to show here is the crowd mechanics. So if you go to here, you'll see all these people. If I shoot at them, they'll actually run away from me. They're still a little confused though. And if I run past them, they should get freaked out and go the other way. They'll realize, and they'll actually... It's hard to do this on a controller. I really should grab a mouse and keyboard to do this. Figures it out, and she goes the other way. So that's pretty cool. Let's check out the cars now. I think I just killed that guy. That was not what I needed to do. You? They actually drive away correctly now. They try to get out. Alright, your turn. And they freak out and fight their way through. Pretty cool. Also, the police, they still literally just spawn out of thin air, as is tradition. It wouldn't be Cyberpunk without a lack of actual police mechanics like GTA. I like how they just casually stare at me as they drive away. So that's pretty cool. These things are new. There's nobody in that car. The windows are tinted in this one. I can't even see in. There's nobody in here. Oh, that's weird. But it wouldn't be Cyberpunk without weird things like that. So anyway... yeah, that's that. Let's take a look at something else. So here I am at V's apartment, and there's this box here. It says, key to Jackie's bike. Job updated heroes. Do I have his bike now? Like, I don't remember the buttons. I can't remember I can't call it here, it doesn't matter. So the apartment, I don't even remember if it looks different, to be honest with you. But the main thing is you can go over here now. They tell you about it. You can go over here. Apparently, and we're testing it for the first time, we can go on the net, and we can go to Easy Estates. We can buy all these different ones. So Corpo Plaza, the Glen, North Side. Over here must be the map, so I'm gonna go with, let's go with the Corpo one. 55,000. I don't know if I even have that. Oh, I guess I have that on the save file, thankfully. Now I have it. I don't really know how to get to it, but yeah, we also have makeovers for this apartment, and there are these. I'm going to go with Flamingo City. Flamingo City, let's go. Well, that was a really unnecessary visual. All right, so that's cool. That's new stuff. And then if we go in here, we look in the mirror, and I can change my appearance now. Live in game. I wonder if I can change my gender. Can I change my gender this late in the game? No, gender is unfortunately stuck. Being whatever. Alright, well, let's shave the beard. I think I just went with default stuff when I made this guy. And then we're going to cancel. How do I don't know how to confirm down here to do it. Alright. Now I look really weird. Okay. I don't know why I'm making duck lips at myself. I don't know how to get off this thing. Oh, there we go. We have to wait for the pop-up. All right. Nope, not that. Stop looking. Oh my god, confusing interface. All right, well, that's done. There's another thing they said they changed. First off, wow, I really needed that visual. I had no idea what a toilet was until they pointed that out to me. So now if you shower, it does it instantly, but you're actually, well, I can't see. Oh, I can kind of see my pec. Yeah, see, I take my clothes. I don't shower with clothes on anymore. So that was a game-breaking change. You know, they've never done before in the history of a video game. Have they had you correctly have your clothes off while showering? So that was really innovative, a big innovative change. Yeah. So I think that's everything with this apartment. I don't even know if I have Nibbles the cat in the save file. I don't think I do. If I do, I can't find him. He hides all over the place. Maybe he's by the toilet. No, there's no litter. Well, there's a litter box, so maybe I do have Nibbles, but I sure as hell can't find the little bugger. Well, let's move on to something else. All right, so now I'm at Corpo Plaza in the heart of Night City. And let's check out that apartment I just bought. So we're gonna go in here. There's a robot lady, and I can't shoot her because I can't pull my weapon out. I assume we go to this elevator back here. And we're gonna go up to the apartments. Okay, so this is the upstairs. There's a guy over here. I'm gonna take his food. Alrighty then. I don't think I can go down here. Nope. So we must go in here. And this is it. This is what the apartment that I paid 55,000 euro dollars for. To go in here, here's my storage safe thing, and I actually don't know how to get in there. Oh, there's a door right here. I thought that was a door. My God, 2077. It's the future, and it sure is confusing. There's my bed. There's my sneakers. That's apparently a mirror. That's the shower. And this must be the toilet. It looks really ugly. And then over here, you'll find coffee. Yes, please. I don't get to choose options. I just get to drink some brown sludge and call it a day. And that, if you'll look at the top left, gave me a buff for 1 hour. I have no idea what that buff does, though. And to the best of my knowledge, I have no way of checking what that buff is. I couldn't find out a way to do it. But yeah, so there's all this stuff. Yeah, and there's a seat. I could sit down. I can go over here. I can sit down in front of the TV. I got a big... Let's see, how big do you think this TV is? This TV is maybe 80-inch, 110-inch? I don't know. I can change the channels, but none of them have sound. I don't know why there's no sound. I know there's sound normally on the TV, so I'm not sure what's up with that. But yeah, so I don't know. This is cool and all. It doesn't really add a whole lot for me personally, but, you know, it's what you're into. But to me, it's kind of boring and not important. So let's move on to something else then. Okay, I got two more things I want to look at. First off, that thing with Jackie's bike. Welp, I actually have Jackie's bike. I don't... Oh, here it comes. Here comes Jackie. Wow, that was weird looking. All right, let's get on Jackie's bike. And you can activate the tire lighting, which was something they were really proud of. Because game developers get proud over little things like this. So this is... I don't remember the controls at all, to be honest with you guys. It's been a long time since I've played this game. I can't remember what the brake button is. Not B on a controller, unfortunately. That's get off the bike. So they added the bike, though. And I still cannot remember the controls, so yeah, we'll just leave it at that. That's the bike. So something else I want to take a look at. They added, if I can remember oh my god, it's been so long since I played, the abilities in here. So they added a bunch of random stuff. I don't even remember what's old and what's new. I remember in Cool they added, oh, ninjutsu. There's a whole new tab. Now it's ninjutsu instead of stealth or whatever it was before. So we got increased movement speed while sneaking by 20%. Pretty cool. Increased damage dealt by silenced weapons by 25% while sneaking. Hidden Dragon allows you to perform non-lethal aerial takedowns on unaware targets. Increases the duration of poison applied to enemies by 5 seconds. 15% more damage to humans. Dagger Dealer enables knife throwing. A thrown knife returns to the hand after 6 seconds or immediately after pickup. Each time in knife rarity, each increase in knife rarity decreases return time by 0.5 seconds. Hold left trigger to aim and press right trigger to throw it. Now, I want to do this, and thankfully on my save file, I didn't spend all my attribute points because I thought ahead on these save files. Thank goodness I thought of that. Let's try this out. Let's go murder some random pedestrians and see what happens. I need to read what it said again, though, because it was something about left trigger and then something. Left trigger, right trigger. Well, we'll find out if that actually works. Let me go find an innocent bystander to murder. Here's one. Okay, that's not left trigger. What is the thing? Hold left trigger. Holding left trigger. I'm not entirely sure how this is supposed to work. Okay, so I figured it out. You have to buy a knife from a melee vendor and then equip the knife as a normal melee weapon, and then you can throw it. And my knife, no, come back. So as you can see, the knife just magically comes back to your hand at a certain point. But it wouldn't be Cyberpunk if the knife worked as intended in all situations. Let's try his head. Yeah, so, the way this is supposed to work, if I can catch one of these guys, is you're supposed to be able to run and then touch it, and then it puts it back into your hand like that, which allows aggressive maneuvers. I didn't even know this room was here. I literally never knew this room was here ever in the history of me playing this game. But yeah, so this is the throwing knife. We'll pick that up. And it's supposed to hurt people, but I guess non-combat targets, it doesn't really hurt them. But the idea is that you can sit here and just keep grabbing and throwing, or if you do enough damage, you can just one-tap and then go to the next guy or something. My knife! No! Okay, so, yeah, about them fixing crowds. I guess they did not fix the crowds in all situations. We still have nuclear fallout crowds where they do the thing of fetal position under tables and stuff and just chilling. And the police are actually murdering them now. Can I get them to run away? No, okay. My knife. So, the game's sort of fixed, sort of not fixed. But it'll definitely be a different experience if you're coming back to the game now. Like for my case, I played the game till I was bored, so anything to make the game less boring is good. So it's definitely like playing new stuff. There's definitely new stuff, even if it's just this and that. I definitely think it would be a fun time to come back to it, but maybe the game's still not ready for people to come back who have never played it before and then expect it to not be buggy. But then again, I don't know if this is a fair take or not, since I'm just looking at a narrow spectrum of things in this game right now. Maybe the general gameplay will actually work correctly, overall, at least compared to before. It's hard to know. It's hard to know. But I really wanted to be able to say that this game is like 100% perfect, ready to go now, but it's still looking a little shoddy. But I still like this game personally. If you don't mind bugs and stuff, I think Cyberpunk's a really fun single-player game, to be honest with you guys. I wouldn't have played it 500+ hours if I didn't think that. But if bugs and stuff bother you, like New World bugs and stuff like that, if that stuff drove you insane, then you might want to give Cyberpunk another year. Also, this is the next-gen update, meaning that now the game should work on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X without being backwards compatible. So, that's cool. PS4, 5, you'll have to reload, you'll have to re-download it, though, because, it is actually doing a backwards compatibility PS4 version, so you'll have to download a fresh version. But, yeah, so those are ready to go. But, yeah, overall, patch 1.5, honestly, brings some cool stuff to the game. If you already liked Cyberpunk, even though it was buggy, now's a good time to go back and play for another 50 to 100 hours and just screw around. There's definitely lots of stuff to do. Not gonna lie, you might be weird, it might look obnoxious, might be a bad look for the game, but I can tell you right now, me running around testing stuff like this is like 10 times more fun than playing the game as intended. So I actually am having a hell of a lot of fun throwing these throwing knives at these pedestrians that are sitting in the fetal position. And if you would too, then this would be the game for you. That's Cyberpunk 1.5. It is shipped, it's live, you can download it now if you own Cyberpunk, it is ready to go. This is Cyberpunk 1.5, the next gen update.